I am delighted to introduce you to our newest, the 2021 class of Distinguished Alumni. I am delighted to introduce Mr. Devon Person. Now, I was not here at NC State when Devon was, but I've heard a lot about him from other faculty, Dr. Paul Cohen and others who remember him during his time as a student leader. Devon also has a double degree, so textile engineering thinks that they have a little bit of a claim on him as well. I say that, we got there first on the award, so we get to claim it. But I'm sure that his family would say, really, they claim him. My fun fact about Devon today is that just a few weeks ago, he welcomed another child into his family, and he is here. He's joined by his 5 children and other members of his family. And I'm really grateful that they were able to make it work today in a time period that's probably quite chaotic at home. Devon works at Hanesbrand and is a leader in the supply chain area, which is such an important area for graduates of ISE and perhaps textiles as well. And I am delighted to introduce you to Mr. Devon Person today.
Good morning, everyone. I want to say thank you, Dr. Swan, for that very flattering introduction, and really want to say a sincere thank you to the ISE faculty for this very humbling honor of receiving this reward today. It was definitely a huge surprise to me. As she had mentioned, I actually got notified on Saturday, and our baby was born on Sunday. So, as I really think about, why I was so surprised, just over the last decade since I graduated, there's been a lot of lessons that I've been able to go through, both personally and professionally, that happened really, really quickly for me. This kind of left me in awe, and I just feel truly blessed. Over the years, my wife has helped me to understand that I've suffered from in the past what I call imposter syndrome, the feeling that I'm not good enough in a lot of the rooms that I've been in. So when I really try to think about what NC State and the ISE program really did for me, and kind of summarize that to one theme, I would call the theme confidence. The program really helped me gain confidence to overcome a lot of doubts I had in my abilities, what I believed I can accomplish, and how people would perceive me. And it did it for me really in 3 ways. One would be helping me find my passion. Number 2 was teaching me how to learn. And then number 3 is teaching me how to lead. Finding my passion really came from just the diversity of experiences I had here at NC State through classes, internships, programs I was able to participate in. I still remember learning how to write G-code and running my first piece of equipment in Dr. Cohen's class and almost breaking the machine. Working in arena doing simulations, and I got the opportunity to do undergraduate research with Wake Med to do a simulation in their prescription drug area. We're taking Dr. King's stochastic line class, which is the hardest class that I've ever taken in my entire life. But many of those experiences actually became the cornerstone to some of my biggest accomplishments that I've had across my career. It really helped me on an early path to developing a domain expertise in operations management. When I came to NC State, honestly, I did have a little confidence in myself. I was a first-generation college graduate. In high school, I wasn't on the college track. Coming in, I really felt like a lot of my peers had a leg up on me or had an advantage, and I wasn't really sure if I would ever get caught up. And honestly, my freshman year, I didn't get off to a good start. And I had a few professors who are here today really sit down with me to try to understand what was going on, how they could help me, and how they could help me turn things around. And from that experience with them, it really helped me make a commitment to myself that I was going to do the best I could in order not to fail. So from that point on, I wasn't really worried about looking at copy anymore, so I started sitting in the front of the class. I asked a million questions, went to every tutoring session I could, and went to every office hours I could as well. I'm pretty sure a couple of professors just felt bad for me, gave me some extra credit points, so they had to send me. But by the end, I ended up went from the bottom of the pack to at the top of my class, to the point where a lot of my peers were coming to me for help for a lot of my classes towards the end. And that really helped me understand that my confidence shouldn't come from what I know at the time, but the the confidence should come from my passion, my desire, my dedication to learn whatever I need to learn to be successful. I tell a lot of people now that, when it comes to my idea of how to be successful, for me it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So coming to NC State, I never really saw myself as a leader. My personality is very much that of an introvert. My mom's actually here with me today. She will tell you I'm the oldest of three, and I always sit in the back to go to sleep, and I let my younger brother and sister fight over the front seat. When I really thought about, why that is, I think a lot of it came from my fear of the responsibility that comes with the role of being a leader, having the responsibility of people's outcomes in your hands. So when Dr. Cohen and Dr. Ivy talked to me about being the president of Alpha Pi Mu my senior year, I thought they were crazy. I never thought my peers would have confidence in me that I could lead them to success. And one of the things that Dr. Cohen recommended to me when we were sitting in his office hours, one of the many times, was there's a program called the Visionary Leadership Certificate that NC State offers. It's to kind of help you walk through how to develop those skills. In that course, there was a concept called servant leadership. And the concept really relates to you working for your team and helping them become successful versus your team working for you. And that really became a core to my leadership style to this day. It helped me really understand how I can add value back to Alpha Pi Mu by helping our students in the program focus on professional development. So that year, we did a lot of programs. We set up tutoring programs for incoming freshmen. We set roundtables up with a lot of successful alumni to give coaching to our students. We also did a resident workshop with some of the industry leaders to give our students exposure. One of my biggest accomplishments while I was in the ISE program was by the end of that semester when we were inducting the next class, we inducted one of the largest classes of Alpha Pi Mu students in over 2 decades. That experience really kind of taught me how you can use your platform to give opportunities to a lot of different people, which has been a huge passion of mine across all the Fortune 500 companies that I've worked for since, whether it be partnering with YMCA and United Way to create tutoring programs for elementary and middle school students. We've done a lot of work with creating college prep programs for high school students from underprivileged locations, foundations and scholarships for college students, as well as doing a lot of professional development workshops for early career minority talent to help them get out to a good start. It's really been my proudest accomplishment that I've been able to add value to thousands of lives based on a lot of the large nationwide programs that we've been able to roll out through GE, Eaton, and now Haynes brands to pour into a lot of people, as many of you once poured into me. So coming from a really small town in Carthage, North Carolina, I would never have dreamed that my career would take me so many different places and have so many different experiences. And because of that, I'm just very appreciative, and I'm truly blessed. So I just want to close by just saying, really, thank you to NC State, thank you to the ISE program. I really want to give a special thanks to Dr. Cohen, Dr. Ivy, Dr. Smith, Dr. Villa Parrish, Dr. Joins, and Dr. Russ for really seeing the potential in me that I couldn't see it myself, and not giving up on me when I was really struggling to find my way. Because of your efforts, ever since I left NC State, I've done everything I can to really give kids that came from backgrounds like me the confidence that you once instilled in me. So thank you all, and I really appreciate it.